Hello, humans and pets. Today we got 4 Subway subs, and we're gonna try them. They're on the new series menu. We've already reviewed 2 in the past. One of the chicken ones, I think it was the garlic one.
Yep.
And then we got the monster, or whatever it was, the steak and cheese one.
We got a steak and cheese one.
Which, here's a little spoiler. You can skip forward like a few seconds. But the steak and cheese one wasn't that good. And the chicken one was actually better. Today we got some 6 inches. They have like this deal. We got 2 6 inches. And we got some more to try where they're just handing out free sandwiches. So
Swallow around and choke it and spit here.
I got some napkins.
Good, we need that. All right, so today we ended up getting the Mexicali, which we tried to get, or something like that.
I don't remember that name.
It started with an M anyways. Well, didn't we have the sheet still over there?
Oh.
So we tried to get it last time and it was not available.
The Mexicali.
The Mexicali. We got that last
they don't
time.
have the guac.
They
Let's
did
just
not have
say
the
that.
guac on that.
We got the Boss, which is whatever it's called, the meatballs one. They have meatballs on it. We got the All American Club, which is like bacon, turkey, maybe ham. I don't mean bacon, turkey. It might have ham. I forget. They were out of American cheese, so we went for pepper jack. You're measuring the sandwiches.
I was curious. It was funny because I'm looking at it going, there's no way that's 6 inches.
Yeah, it looks about 6 inches.
It's short, but that's all right.
And then we got another one.
All right, so I don't know what we're going to start with. We're going to start with these 2 because we're going to need the papers. So,
yeah.
Like, doesn't that one look bigger? Look at it. Maybe just because it's an actual bread.
Maybe because it's an actual bread.
All right, so all I did on the steak and cheese here is I added. Ooh, there you go.
And what was the name of this one? It was like the number 2, I think.
It was the number 2. I forget what the number 2 was.
All right, you added hots.
I added hots. That's it. I said give it original. Just add the hot.
Looks like it has like some chipotle or like some
It
sort
did
of
have
sauce.
it had like a Southwest sauce or something.
Yeah, we got that. The hots, the onions, the steak, the muffins.
All right, so this was the steak, and this one was the.
Looking like the which one? This one?
What did you? It must be the All American Club. Did that come with a little
No,
sauce
because
too?
that one didn't have the sauce.
Maybe
That one
it's the
had
chicken
a
one?
slice of mayo, so it's probably the chicken one.
All right, you start with the steak.
Yeah. We got them toasted. At least most of them.
This one, yeah. The steak right off the bat, I do like the. This was a different one because the number 2 was called with the Outlaw, I believe, because it had a chipotle ranch, some kind of a chipotle sauce on it.
Right off the bat, the steak has flavor. So I don't know what the other place was missing. And there's more of it.
Yeah, we didn't go to the same one we went to last time.
No.
Did you mention they were doing a promotion today?
Yeah.
Between 10 and 12? Okay.
Between 10 and 12. It's 11:54 as of recording.
Yeah. And this is going to come out a day or 2 later anyway. So, on the day, we want to thank Ryan's Aunt Brenda
Letting us know.
for tipping us off to this. They did a similar thing when they revamped their the first time.
The first.
They did a promotion. But it's like a hush-hush promotion. You know what I mean? Like, good for
They
them.
don't want to give away that many sandwiches.
Right.
I like it. I didn't hate it.
I was just going to say, this steak and cheese is much better than the last one we had.
In fact, it is a steak and cheese. The last one, I don't even think it was.
There is definitely a seasoning on here. It's actually a little bit. It almost reminds me of that Major League one. It almost gives you. It almost gives me that.
The turkey, like it wasn't turkey. It was the poultry seasoning. It was the what's it called? It's in the box sometimes.
Yeah, poultry seasoning. The Bell seasoning.
Bell seasoning.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, it gives almost that vibe of a seasoning on a steak. So it's a little bit different than the traditional steak and cheese
Right.
flavor.
But still good. At least it was seasoned. That's such a plus.
Yeah, because the other one was just bland.
That one was It wasn't it. This is it.
I do like the chipotle flavor.
We're gonna give a number.
Do you want to give a number?
Yeah. We have 4, so we might as well. 8. Maybe like a 7.5.
I was gonna say a 7.5 to give 7.5. I'm gonna go with ranking it just out of a sandwich, not out of the steak and cheese we've had, because we've had a lot better steak and cheese than that. But
yeah,
that wasn't bad. This again has a little ranch on it. I think this one must be the chicken one. I'm
what are you
guessing.
looking at?
The one you have in your hand.
This one? Okay.
I don't know. Does it look like little chunks? Yeah, no, this is the chicken.
Chicken
This
one.
is the chicken.
This is the the Mexicali one. Is that the name?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tomato.
The chicken does have a flavoring on it.
Yeah.
Not a huge one, but it does have a flavor.
It's always good when they season the food.
Mm-hmm. Again, I like this ranch sauce that they have.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a nice little spice to it, but it has a really good flavor. It kind of reminds me of the Taco Bell one, which we said we could put that shit on everything. As
Oh, the
Frank's Red
Chipotle
Hot.
one?
Mm.
Yeah, that one's good. It's on like the soft taco, the potato one.
And this has that Southwest flair to it like that.
Mm.
Now this is the second time I've noticed. It must be the 7-grain bread. It's just a smaller bread. This is on a traditional one.
Yeah.
Um,
But it's not as
they
good.
didn't ask me what bread I wanted on this one. This was with the grumpy lady. I shouldn't say it. She wasn't grumpy.
Yeah.
She was just irritated.
Free sandwich day.
I think I like this chicken sandwich better than the last one we had too.
I do because it's seasoned more,
Mm-hmm.
but it's missing the garlic.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that garlic aioli a lot. So.
The garlic was good, but I like the spicy chipotle better.
I don't know if I could say the same. This one just attacked me, so. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't think you like the garlic? This one better than the garlic?
I think I like the steak and cheese more than this.
Really?
That we just had. Yeah, I'm gonna give this a 7. Still good, just not as good.
I agree. I like the steak one better, so I was gonna go straight 7 with this one. But I think I might even like this one better than the last chicken sandwich, though. Like I do like that. But I did like the garlic too.
Not bad.
This is gonna throw me over the edge here. We're gonna eat a lot. All right, so now on to number 3.
Which is Meatball Land.
Oh, I can't
Is it?
tell. Why did I just
Yeah.
throw that wrapper away? Why did you do that? You need that.
Good question.
I just did the same thing.
We got fresh wrappers.
I cannot remember the last time I have had a meatball sandwich.
I can.
As my friend John.
Firehouse Subs.
Oh, that's right.
Good call. It was a sad sandwich that we didn't really enjoy too much.
No.
Now this got Belgio, I don't know how to say it, the fancy mozzarella, or maybe it's and then this got pepperoni on it too.
Oh, so it's almost the same as that the Firehouse one.
Yeah.
It is. I'm gonna say lacking in the sauce department. That's usually my favorite part of a meatball sub.
Maybe the pepperoni will, you know. Meatball isn't bad.
Mm-mm. No, it's like the traditional store-bought meatball. Like it's got that same flavor. You can't get off that flavor. There's the real mozzarella cheese. To me, I mean, if they just added more sauce,
it would be great.
I would be a huge fan of this. Like, I don't mind this at all. I don't mind. Don't get me wrong. When I grew up in the local pizza parlor, they used to make a real. They used to put peppers on theirs. And that used to be and because they would actually have big meatballs, but he would slice them.
Slice them.
Because you'd also put like when you got meatballs on your pizza, you got like legitimate chunks of meatball. And until the deli that opened up in my town where I grew up, some grandma literally would make a pot of meatballs. So if you wanted one, you had to get them before the meatballs ran out.
Yeah.
When they first opened the deli, they didn't have it, and then they started doing meatball subs, and it was just like someone's homemade meatballs. I mean, then you can't beat that because it just was good.
I liked it way better than the Firehouse Subs one. From memory, that's so long ago now.
I was gonna say,
but the cheese is good. The pepperoni's good. They didn't spare you on the pepperoni.
no.
I wish there was more sauce.
If they
like
hit it with
said,
more sauce,
but
that would have been one of the better meatballs. Like it was legit.
wasn't bad.
Yeah, it was a decent meatball grinder. Like that's one of the things my buddy John, why he doesn't like Jersey Mike's, or he's like, if you don't serve a meatball grub, a meatball sub, you're not a legitimate sub place.
Yeah, but in reality, I mean, meatball sub, I feel like I gravitate towards, but it's either it's done really well or it's done poorly.
I don't think he says he gravitates towards. I don't think he's ever ordered one ever.
In fact, I don't think I eat subs often.
You don't.
So, yeah.
So this was the All-American Club, right?
Correct.
Because they have a Subway Club
I asked for
also.
2 swipes of mayo.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Okay.
Just so it's not under mayo.
Did you
or
ask for
mayo.
hot?
Hots? No hots.
Okay.
I didn't mention hots.
That's all right.
Like
I
the
do see
meatball.
the bacon.
Yep. There's bacon.
Is that all the sauce they have on it? Is mayo?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the only sauce.
I would have put that at a 7.5 again. I would have tied it
Meatball?
with the meatball one. I think it was
I do.
okay.
I'd tie it.
I would have tied it with like the steak and cheese. I could have did either one of them.
Now this one. This reminds me of what I used to get as a kid during tennis practice. Alright, I used to practice on the tennis.
That's funny that he's gonna say
when
that.
I was a toddler. Well, a little bit above a toddler. But I was young. And I remember none of it. In fact, I only did it for like a year or 2. So I never really learned any of it. But I do remember bouncing and balancing the balls on the racket.
I thought you started everyone.
Yeah, but
Now,
I can say we would always like stop by Subway sometimes, and this is the only memory of Subway I have growing up. Is Mom would be like, "What do you want?" And I'm like, "I don't know." She's like, "Can I have like 1 slice of turkey and a slice of this?" So she would never get me something off the menu. It would always just be like some customized trash. And I can say that it reminds me of it because of just the meat, cheese, and veggie combo with the mayo or whatever it's on it. So it reminds me of a childhood sandwich, if that makes sense. Even though this is not what I got.
it's not what you got, but I'm trying to see where he's going with this. I'm letting you finish your story. To me, where I thought he was going with this, and he never got there.
Oh.
When they refreshed their menu, the actual sandwich meat just seemed like it upgraded. It seemed like it tasted better. Where that turkey that we just had on the turkey club there was kind of just like the old, it's not uber flavorful. Like, you know when you
This
get
turkey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To me, it was almost like watered down flavored.
You get a lot of I think it's ham over the turkey.
But even with the ham though, like the last time they had the Black Forest ham, which had a nice little smoky flavor and stuff. You're not tasting that today, to me, as much. So,
if you get a mouthful of ham, you are, but I feel like everything else is kind of drowning it out.
yeah, so like to me, it was a good sandwich though. But it reminded me of the Subway of old as opposed to the fresher ingredients. The bacon was actually really good though. I will give them the plus on the bacon. The bacon had a
bacon
nice smoky.
stands out.
That one stood out of the sandwich. The rest of it kind of just blended together. But that's why a lot of times when I get one, I always like to get it with like the, because they got like the provolone. I mean the prosciutto or the pepperoni and the stuff, the salami. That gives it a little.
Salami.
To me, it gives it a little more pizzazz than
Yeah.
ham and turkey. To me. and his mother gets a turkey sandwich with no nothing on it and stuff. To me, those are always the most boring sandwiches when it comes to a sandwich.
It's just turkey. It's never flavored. They never season the thing.
That's what I'm saying. You need. It's like a filler. It doesn't really add anything.
It's as much of the filler as lettuce, except it is meat. And I mean, it adds to the sandwich, but unless it's done right, I can do without. It needs to be paired with that bacon.
Yeah.
Turkey bacon ranch. I think I prefer chicken bacon ranch.
I just think because. Like you say, sliced turkey, there's something about sliced turkey.
Yeah.
It never seems to have, and I think it's just because, when you get even a turkey breast, it's such a big piece of meat where they only season a little bit on the outside. You don't get that all the way through where you have that nice flavor that goes throughout the whole thing.
And ham on a sandwich is just better.
I agree. Especially if you have like a nice black, again.
You can't really mustard well, you can. But it's just not as good as a ham. No. I don't know.
Overall,
it's good.
I think I would give that one like under all of them, like a 6.5.
I'd give it like a 6.
I go with 6.5 on that one, and I usually get like an Italian, like a thing where that to me was lacking the Italian flavor because again you just had.
Well,
mayonnaise.
This is an American flavor.
I get it. You had mayonnaise.
It needs if it had that chipotle sauce. I think it would be up there with the steak and cheese.
Or if he would have hit it with hots.
It's just
it would have added that
one
flavor.
Note mayo.
It is. And the turkey and the ham kind of blended together. They were kind of insignificant together. One didn't stand out over the other. Bacon, on the other hand, jumped out of that sandwich. So that was not bad. If he would have hit it with hots too, it would have just gave it a thing. Or pickles. But we tried to keep them, other than adding the hot peppers to the two cooked ones, I was trying to keep them pretty much the way they come, so that way... again, Subway, you can have it your way. You didn't have to do that, but we tried to do it. Just out of the new lineup, though,
they kind of did good.
This was actually, they were all good sandwiches today.
Now, I feel like these have already been on the menu before. I don't know what exactly.
I agree.
It kind of just, it stands out to me in my memory. Like,
some of them were.
I don't know where all of the older menu went.
It's still there, but they tried to make this so it's an express menu. But that was exactly my point, where I'm thinking in my head, okay, you revamped the menu, but while I was in there, a lady came in and was like, okay, can I have... now, people have been ordering Subways for how many years Subways have been out, right? So the lady came in and she's like, well, I'd like a 6-inch tuna sub with this, and this. Because that's her order. That's just the way it is. And then the other one was, I want a turkey club with this, and this. That's her order. So to try to put numbers and make everything, the whole point of Subway...
I think is you just tell us what you put on it, and we make it. It's
like
a Chipotle of sandwiches.
I think the numbers actually make it harder because one of the people, she actually brought the card out and she was trying to figure out how to make it. So she was relatively new. But I was sitting there thinking in my head, they got that whole rest of the menu. Yeah. Like you could still get a BMT and all the other ones too. So I don't exactly know.
I think what they're doing is they're gonna have like a head-to-head, like what is the best out of the 12 sandwiches, like a vote.
I don't think so.
I think that would be smart because it gets people to buy the winner.
I'm wondering if they're gonna streamline the menu where you can get those at a quicker pace, or if you can get those at a discounted rate. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know.
I'll just have a number 2 because they can make them in advance or so. I don't know.
There's so many sub combinations at Subway.
Yeah,
you can't make anything in advance.
No, you really can't because you could add
even though
you get a number 2 or whatever number you pick, you could still say, but I want cucumbers and lettuce and onions and whatever you want on it.
And you're not going to unfold the wrap sandwich.
I get you.
A few cucumbers.
So again, I'm not sure what this whole deal was with putting numbers on the thing.
But we tried 6 of them in total now. So.
Right. And I will say, we went to a different store. The first store was obviously...
It was in a Walmart.
It was in a Walmart.
So,
we've never eaten there before, but we happened to be shopping.
Yeah.
And Ryan's like, look, new menu, let's get it.
When we bought the JoJo Siwa cereal.
Yeah. So we ended up getting it there just because we were there. I would never go back there again. And I guess that's, not to knock the ones in Walmart, because we have another one that's closer to us.
It's pretty good.
Because we weren't near the house when we got that one. We were further away. And I've never gotten anything out of that Walmart, the Subway here either.
No, I have gotten one slushie once. I convinced the special guest mommy to get me one of those slush puppies icy things.
I will say though, the one we got
And I
last
like it.
time,
It's fizzy, and I don't like fizzy drinks.
the one we
That's
got
why I'm
last
drinking
time was
lemonade.
lacking in all flavor. It didn't have it. These both had some flavor in it.
Yeah.
I got the hiccups. I ate so fast.
I'm gonna say this was a success for Subway
Yeah.
because they all tasted relatively good.
I did. I just don't understand why they went to the branding that they went with
Yeah.
the numbers and the stuff. But
So if you come in yesterday or the day before yesterday at 10 to 12, you can get a free 6-inch.
yeah, again, we wouldn't even known about it except for the fact that my sister-in-law. So thank you again, Brenda, for actually texting me and saying, "Hey," and I actually forgot about it, and it was past the time. Someone might have been still sleeping. I'm like, "You gotta get up. We gotta go see if we can try to get something." But
I wasn't sleeping, so I was wide awake. I was sitting in my bed.
he was only awake because I went and put clothes away in his room. Don't let him kid you. So,
Well, Finn came and visited me.
and someone jumped on his
No,
face.
he's a little sleepy.
Yeah,
It's
so-
not time for him.
All right, so there you go.
Subway Eat Fresh.
I will say they redeemed themselves because I was actually kind of like, wow, that was terrible, the last steak and cheese.
I was hoping that it just wasn't the menu, the new updated series or whatever.
and I wasn't going to
the
get it.
series.
And the only reason why I picked the steak and cheese is because I said, I'm going to give them a chance to redeem themselves.
And
it
the
was
chance has been redeemed.
It was the store, because this one actually had a flavor. Not as much flavor as I would have liked. And for those of you that are steak and cheese enthusiasts, it was an off flavor for what a traditional steak and cheese tastes like.
It was just.
It had
I think it's
almost that
just the
stale
steak and
seasoning.
cheese meat. It's like Steak'em quality, but not as good as Steak'em's.
I was gonna
Steak'em's
say,
is so
he
good.
says that, but I make you
I love
Steak'ems,
Steak'ems.
and
I had
when
a
you
big
season
sandwich
that
one
up-
time. Not the big sandwich you can find on my Jerky Sauce Zero Instagram, but I had a big sandwich of steak and cheese.
You did.
And hots, and it was massive, but
that-
I ate it.
But it is like their meat almost had that major league seasoning flavor compared to when you get like Regattadelli, or when we got the D'Angelo's one.
Yeah.
That was like, it was really good. They always have that, or the Jersey Mike's one. When we got the chicken steak and cheese had more steak and cheese flavor, or the portobello mushroom. Both of
It
them.
was like chicken, steak, and cheese.
We did a chicken one
We
too.
did a chicken one, but
It was a steak and cheese. It was a
I-
Philly chicken cheese steak.
Yeah, but I still remember the
The mushroom one was
mushroom
actually
was
the
really
same
good.
thing. That has that traditional
coming from
steak
someone
and
who
cheese.
doesn't normally eat a lot of mushrooms.
No, right. No, but both of them have more of the traditional Philly cheesesteak, steak and cheese flavor. Where this one did not have that, but it was actually good, and it wasn't dried up and nasty.
Yeah.
And that chipotle sauce is good on it. So there you go. There is our Subway review. We pretty much did almost all of the new ones, so that'll be all for Subway for a while.
I mean, we still have 6 more.
We did pretty much. We did definitely.
half.
Today we did one from each category because they got steak, chicken, club, and
We just tossed in one of
an
the
extra.
meatball.
The meatball is like in the extra
Surprise.
pile is like one. There's like 4 categories that they do, but that one that was good. So
Yeah.
there you go. There was the Subway review. Again, if you're still here and you're not subscribed,
Subscribe and then check out his channel, Let's Cash More Mash.
and then subscribe.
They
to that
have
one also.
fun over there.
He's so fresh.
Um,
Well, there you go. And I said that yesterday, didn't I?
You did
I
say that
did say
yesterday.
that. You guys
It'll
did
be
it.
in a review probably like 8 months from now.
A month from now, but it was comical when I said that.
It was
but-
good. I was sneaking around the mice.
He was here. He was
Speaking of
lurking around the room over here. But all right, so there you go. There is our review. Thank you guys for watching, or girls. Or what I noticed, I keep saying guys. You know why? Because I kept saying y'all. Thank y'all for watching. We're
Y'all.
not from down south, and I'm
I
like,
say
thank
y'all all the time.
I know but then
Y'all.
you know it's either that or you say use guys, and that sounds just as dumb too. So
Use.
thank you all for watching,
Y'all.
and
Thank y'all for watching.
hope you enjoyed the video.